Moo saw an ad in a fishing magazine in England asking for people who wanted to come to West Australia at the Abrolhos Islands, and Moo came to Post Office Island. After the first night, she woke up and went, wow, this is paradise.
She was the first and only female skipper of cray boats that I know during the time I was fishing for 25 years.
Yeah, she had this sort of English accent that was just so out of place with all these pirates.
She was a pioneer, but she didn't really see herself as a pioneer.
There's no doubt that she gave permission to women to be capable and to not stand back and let the men do the work. In fact, refuse that.
She fished for crayfish, pulling the pots by hand without a winch or tipper. And my first year at North Island, I was pulling by hand myself, and at times I found it so hard that the only thing that kept me going was thinking that Muriel can do this, so can I.
My father and Moo worked in England, in Dover, catching lobster and also fish, and bringing boats across from Holland to England. And my father had been in the Navy all his life and had decided that whatever happened, he wasn't going to bring up his kids in England. It was too cold and there were much better places in the world.
I'm really proud to have learned my trade of fishing from the matriarchy, from the women in the family, which is an unusual thing, and they teach you things in a different way to men, but that's just how it was in my family.
She didn't really want to have an actual funeral. She hated funerals. She wouldn't go to any in her life. We've got a tradition here of all our family who dies of putting them in the sea as ashes.
That's the tradition of the family, that, you know, everyone's in there, and we'll all be in there one day too, I suppose.
I think just as the Aboriginals have a kind of a connection to the land, nowhere near as long as them, but I really understand it. For us, it's our real connection is to this lagoon and the island around it.
I was looking at the colours of Moo, and she had just become the island. Her eyes were the colour of the lagoon, and she was just this combination of the coral and the blues.
The thing with Moo is she was 94 and a half when she died, so she was ready to die. I scoured her photographs looking because there's not many of her. She didn't like having her photograph taken.
I'll tell you what, she was admired by lots of people, and she very strong woman and worked like a guy, no trouble at all. I never heard her ever swear. She was a very, very polite lady. And she was a legend, mate, you know. What else can I say about her? But she was a legend.
Like the photo of her on the wall holding the shark up, you know. I couldn't even do that, you know. Like, I don't know what that shark would have weighed, but it was a massive load. Moo never talked up what she'd done and anything like that, you know. She was more sort of interested in what's happening today.
I think she was very stubborn. But it's nice to see, like, when she was young, not just how I saw her. It's, like, encouraging to be strong or brave, yeah.
She was a big influence, and I see now my daughter, who's 11, I see that steely resolve in my daughter.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.